a great multitude is coming against you. Immediately when there was opposition to Jehoshaphat, the opposition was coming in a way to say, this is going to be too much for you to handle. This is too much for you to handle. The opposition from that moment seemed like it was going to be too much. A multitude coming against you. And it says in verse 3, and Jehoshaphat feared. He was afraid of all that was coming against him. Wouldn't you be afraid if you got the news that all of this opposition was against you, right? And it says he was afraid. He didn't know what to do. He once again felt powerless. He once again felt powerless. But Jehoshaphat, being afraid, was still courageous. Jehoshaphat feared, and he set himself to seek the Lord. Simultaneously, both at the same time. Afraid and set myself to seek God. Fearful of what could happen, but I'm still going to seek God. Afraid of what could come, but it's not going to be an excuse that paralyzes me from seeking God. It's so important to remember, because you allow fear, and we allow fear to be something that controls us so much that you're not going to, just because you're afraid, you're not going to do something. And you misinterpret the fear for something to say. You'll say it like this: well, I don't have peace about it, so I'm not going to do it. We can misinterpret the fear, and not having peace about something and not being afraid are two different things. And so you can misinterpret the fear and say, oh, I have fear, I don't have peace, so I'm not going to move forward with something. No, we've got to start doing things even when we're afraid to do them. We have to. It's an and situation. He was afraid, and he set himself to seek God. Because those two don't go together for too long, right? When you are afraid and you set yourself to seek God, what does God begin to do? He helps with the fear, right? Those two you're not just going to be afraid forever while you're seeking. God has a way of helping with this.